All right, so tell me if this sounds like what you might do. So every time you get paid, you're throwing money into a savings account, maybe in a high yield savings account, which we've been talking about, or cost averaging, or buying on the dip, stuff like that. What if I told you that you might be part of a scam you don't even know about? Think about that for a second. What's up, guys? So, Mike here. So, I started out kind of affiliate marketing for a while and rolled into websites, SEO, stuff like that. Been in the finance gig for about 10 years. Built my portfolio to over six figures, and I'm going to be telling stories while we go to seven figures. So, this scam thing that I'm talking about, let me explain. So, all those things that you're doing might sound like they're legit and stuff we talk about or a lot of people talk about, but I want you to think about this for a whole second. The main purpose, and I don't know if you know this or not, but the main purpose of doing what you're doing, investing or whatever you want to call it, is to pay your future self. It's for retirement. And a lot of people don't even really think about that. Just let that sit for a second. You're doing investing to pay yourself to retire later on in life. So maybe if you're 20 and in your 30s, you can do some of these things, but trying to buy the next hot thing, flipping things from here to there, and just buying tokens, crypto, selling it, buying and selling, that's really not investing. And if you really think about it, how much do you have invested where it's going towards, let's say, maybe your Roth IRA every month, or a just a traditional IRA? Yeah, you might have something set up with your bank, for your 401k that's saving towards, whatever that your company is basically forcing you to save. But are you in here trying to, get rich quick? Because that's what the scam is, the get rich quick scheme that you're doing to yourself that you don't even really know about. I mean, you could have been in this game maybe if you're young, or you're in your 40s or 50s now. You've been in the game for 5 or 10 years. How much of that money did you really have you really saved towards retirement? Because that's the finish line for anybody investing. I'm going to just do the air quotes there. You really got to think about that, because, and I want to do a real talk here. We talked about a lot of these different things, but, you saving your money is a good thing, but you're losing on investments. If you're really investing, you need to come up with a plan. You need to maximize your Roth IRA. You need to contribute to your traditional IRA. You need to do those things at the minimum. You need to pay off your credit card debt if you have that. First of all, I mean, you definitely need to do that. You need to make sure that you have a rainy day fund, something for at least 3 months set aside or 6 months set aside just in case there's an emergency. Those are some of the things that you have to have, credit card. And there's a strategy where you can pay a little bit of that at the same time, build that savings at the same time as you doing small investments or contributing to your Roth IRA or traditional IRA. But, if you're part of this, if you kind of sit to the side and think about it to yourself, like you haven't really got anything saved because you're trying to find the next best hot thing that's out there, you're part of your own scam. So you got to really think. And, it took me a while to figure this out also. Like, am I really I'm not really saving. I'm really just trying to buy this crypto or buy these things because I think they're going to go up and I'm going to just make a bunch of money real quick. And I think that's what a lot of people here are trying to do. With all the things that's moving around, how volatile crypto is, they're trying to buy whatever the hot meme coin is or whatever it might be. It shoots up real high real quick. They can sell it and flip it for some money. And as you get older, you need to realize that I need to come up with a strategy. I need to come up with a real plan, and that plan is to set myself up to pay myself, my future self, for retirement. Because once you get closer to retirement age, you're going to have less time to do stuff. And we all know that compounding interest is amazing, and it's something you need to take advantage of as soon as you can, especially if you're young. Even if it's a small amount, you need to just, $25 a month, $25 a week, a small amount, so you can maximize that compounding effect to your real investments. Does that make sense? You can set aside, hey, if you want to, roll the dice or do whatever it is, or flip something for some, big gains, do that. If you're young, put some aside towards a Roth IRA, because there's only a certain amount. I think it was $7,000 a year towards a Roth IRA now that you can maximize. But if you don't have that, put in a little bit at least, and then go ahead and do your thing. But really, realistically, and no one teaches this in school, like, your investing is so that you can retire, and you need to take those appropriate steps to go towards that. And real quick, please, stop, hit the like button, and please subscribe if you want more content, more information like this. And this is what we're going to talk about here on this channel, and we want to grow and grow together. So I've taken steps, and I want to talk about those steps that I've taken, so that maybe you can see some of the strategies that I use and implement them yourself, so that you can grow. Or you have a better plan, you could throw that information in the comments so that other people can take advantage of that. So I just wanted to say that don't scam yourself. At least put some of the money towards retirement, because that is the ultimate plan. So if that makes sense, if you have any comments about that, please put them down there so that we can talk about this.